Okay, hello, we are the Blue Dragon School of Martial Arts. I am Shifu Alice. We're located in Bergenfield, New Jersey. Just a hop, skip, and a jump from here. We have a special demonstration today, a Kung Fu demonstration. Kung Fu is an ancient art coming out of China. We are keeping tradition alive there. First up, we have Tantoi. Tantoi is an essential fundamental drill in Kung Fu. Tantoi in English means springing legs. We have Rachel Potter, Suresh Remrup, Rafaela Cardenas, Joshua Mitchell, Douglas Cetera, Wesley King, Alex Welch, Forrest Alice, and Brian Vasquez. Again, this is fundamentals to develop the stances, the balance, some power, kicks, basic punches, kicks. One thing that's common in Kung Fu is things are done on both sides of the body. We don't really have a left side and a right side. We have a whole body. Everything needs to be evened out and balanced. So Tantoi is a line drill that keeps repeating these basics. Practitioners of Kung Fu are known for their focus, also strength, especially leg strength, very stable stances, so they're very good with balance. An old saying in the Chinese martial arts, if your Tantoi is good, your Kung Fu is good. Each of these lines, or as they're called roads, develop specific skills. Now you see them dropping on one leg. Something that most Americans can't do anymore is a squat. We're always working on that kind of thing in the Kung Fu. Taking the body through its full range of motion. Every movement has meaning. Every movement has an application for self-defense. So the mind knows where to focus. Looking good, Joshua, looking good. Tantoy traditionally can have 10 roads or 12 roads. So we have 12 roads. We're only demonstrating 6 here today. Let it out. Let out that power. The students you see here dressed in black came up through the children's program. In fact, these two guys started at like age 2 or 3. Let's get him. All right, good job, good job. Give them a hand. Next up, we've got a group sequence. Joshua Mitchell, Douglas Suttera, Rafael Cardenas. This is a basic set, but it's not in roads repeating. It's actually more mixed. Make sure you got enough space over there. Lembertran means continuous step. Teaches them to move continuously without the choppiness or the stopping. Good job, good job. All right, next up we have a special treat with Alex Welch, San Lu Huatran. This is an old, traditional. Yeah, I think you're better down there. The system that the children learn in the Shaolin is a long fist, and long fist can take up a lot of space. This sequence is known to complete all kicks in the long fist system. Again, it looks fancy, but every movement has meaning. Alex has to concentrate on the meaning of every movement as he goes. Complex sequence. Next up, we got Rachel Potter showing the weapons, ancient weapons of Chinese martial arts. She's going to do the Chang Dao, also known as the Broadsword. Rachel. Closer. Back up. I'm happy she got it done well. All right. Now we got an even more special treat. Two guys fighting with the sword. I'm hoping nobody dies today. I think you'll fit it here, yeah? Are you comfortable here? He said we can do it. Okay. If somebody dies, I just get brush off the stage for the next show. This is a famous set called Jian, 3-power sword. These are very rare techniques for this sword. It's very different than you see in the movies. They're actually trying to cut the wrist of the opponent. If they cut the wrist, the opponent can't fight anymore. They can't hold their weapon. Give them a hand. All right, while Forrest catches his breath, because he's got a very difficult set coming up, I want to talk about, can you bring me the spear? So this is a real combat spear. Can be sharpened. It is not light. If anybody can hold this longer than I can, you win a free membership for 6 months. It's not easy to do. You're welcome to come up and try. Anyone in this whole Dumont festival here today. This takes time to be able to do this. I challenge you. All right, now Forrest is going to do a very complex set with the spear from the long fist system. Yeah, he'll be down there in the grass because this is a big set. Stay as close as you can when you start so that you don't go too far forward. All right, enjoy. This is a great set.
Son. We've had him training since he's about 2. So he's doing pretty good. That is a difficult set. I forgot how long it is. It was going on forever, wasn't it? All right, what's next? Any challengers yet? We're on the strength, guys. Let's see how strong you really are. I think Forrest is the one that can beat me, maybe. All right, next up, we're going to move to the adults. Let's bring up Faith Benitolo, Benita Kessler, Pierre Martinez, Grace Chang, Alan Chirino, Brian Vasquez, and Tony Sever. In our adult program, we practice the art called Bagua Zhang.
Zhang is a rare style of martial art in China. It's actually publicly one of the youngest martial arts in China at 150 plus years old. Just showing how old Chinese martial arts really are, because they talk about thousands of years old. Zhang was developed out of a lot of these old styles, and it includes a very internal training. Go to salute. So what we wanted to present here is how we start people off right in the beginner class. Right as beginners, go ahead, you can begin. As we teach it, Chang is a body-mind training art. Chang essentially means the art of change. We are looking to change the body and the mind to something better. Right from the start, when you're throwing the palm, the body is learning how to twist. Yes, the palm is used for striking, but there's also a specific breath that goes along with it that develops us internally for internal power, but internal circulation. So right here, right from the beginner class, we learn the twisting single palm strike. Next is a double palm strike. That's another level, and that brings the movement up the spine. We call this the dragon back. So there's a wave up the spine, opening the chest to throw out two palms simultaneously. There is no twist here. The next stage in development, you can see again a single palm, but now he's using a stance. Now these stances are used throughout Chinese martial arts. You saw that all in the Shaolin program, the wrong fist that was demonstrated previously. And every strike has a twist, but it also has a dragon back. So now, the first two are combined in the third exercise. And then last but certainly not least on the line here, we have Mrs. Chang demonstrating the double palm dragon back using the stances. She shifts back into what we call a stance 4. The front foot is empty, can be used for kicking, but that's a little squat that strengthens the leg. Then she steps forward and extends, there's some flexibility there, and throws out the palm with a wave from the back. Behind them you have another level where things begin to get combined. And Mr. Chirino is demonstrating behind them a line drill, actually somewhat similar to the Tantoi, but in a straight line, repeating movements for practicing really a lot of the same drills. In a lot of ways, our art is modular. We work on parts of the body. We'll do breathing separately. We'll do meditation separately. We got to be able to focus our mind. We got to be able to twist the body, be able to move the body in all different kinds of mobility ways. So whatever needs to be drilled is worked separately until it's eventually combined when you're pretty good at it. Now up here in the corners we have the people meditating. We tell people, and our students will confirm that it is the most difficult thing we do. It looks like they're sitting there doing nothing. But doing nothing is very difficult, especially in today's world. And even in corporate America now, they're using meditation to increase and improve productivity. What is it, 90% of illness today is blamed on stress. If we can lower our stress, get our mind more calm, our breathing calmer, we can relax our bodies in a way that we can actually live our lives with joy, not stress. It may be the most difficult thing we do, but it's also the most important thing we do. And that same meditation, sitting still, has to go into everything else we perform. And go beyond our school, this performance, our practice. It has to extend into our lives. All right, finish up, guys. Good job. If this practice doesn't transfer into our everyday lives, it's not very useful. Thank you. Awesome job. Okay, don't go there. Next up, we got Sherwood King and Alan Torino. What they're demonstrating is called the combat forms. Zhang is known for circle walking or practicing the movements in a circle. So once you move out of basics, developing basic concentration, coordination, balance, some leg strength, and mobility, then we start moving into our circle forms. And they're called combat because every movement, again, has meaning for self-defense, for protecting yourself. That is the focus. That's also why we say body-mind training. The body is the focus to train the mind. Begin. Why walk in a circle, one might ask. There are twists and turns that only happen when you wind up into a circle. If you're only working a straight line, you don't get the same mobility. Walking a straight line is very different than walking in a curved line. The joints get exercised and become more mobile. Twisting, turning, coiling. This is what Zhang is known for. It's been described as a dragon swimming in the clouds. Now they have two different versions. One is more basic, without strikes, and the other is with strikes. Good work, good man. Good job. Next up, Pierre Martinez. This is called Bajitron. There's a very famous style Baji. That is not what this is. This is actually 8 techniques. It is a somewhat intermediate set, really to develop coordination. Again, I'm practicing our stances in a mixed way. You can begin, sir. One way to look at sets like this is called chop suey. So going back to the first thing we demonstrated was tantoy, with the repeating left and right, left and right. These are more mixed. And you did see in the kids program and the teens program, those long elaborate forms. Well, the adults learned some things too, how to put these things together. There's a lot of memory involved here. With everybody's minds going these days, this can help. Good job, excellent. Well done. All right, next we have two demonstrators, Brian Vasquez and Alan Chirino. We're going to put one on the ground because we're going to have a little contrast here. One is a more simpler set, but it's going to be done in a way that's done slowly. And up here we have a more complex set, and I think you'll see the obvious difference. But Tanglong Jayao is a very famous praying mantis set. They're both practicing praying mantis right now. You can begin. These are coming from a praying mantis system. The set we're doing on the stage here by Mr. Chirino, Jayao is essentially excerpts. It means it's taken out all the most important stuff and it's put in there. There are a lot of ways to practice. You want to challenge the balance more, the concentration, the strength. You do things slowly. You really can feel and pay attention to what's going on in your body and how it's working. So there's different speeds to practice. You can go fast and up to fighting speed, or very slow and very meditative. Awesome job, good job. And, next up, we've got some more Bagwajang, a little more advanced. Anthony Cetera, Tracy Lanzalotti, Suzanne Fries. Suzanne Fries is our program director. You call us, you're dealing with her. She watches the door and keeps all the bad people out. All right. We're going to do something a little complicated here. They're going to be circling around with a smaller, more advanced set in the middle. Keep a close eye on these movements. It's very difficult to see what those applications are or the meanings are. I like to say at our school that we're not dancing. This isn't about performance and dancing. You have to have the ultimate concentration on what you're doing, but these are very sophisticated applications. Very different than what's most obvious. Give him a hand. Good job. Well done. All right, let me get Mr. Chirino and Mr. Vasquez. Let's try on the stage. I'm going to put the mic down and just do some random applications to show what it is Bhagwan Zhang does and what you just saw. They don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. We're just going to wing it. Who feels strong? The wrestler. You want to try?
Sure.
Can you hold this? Go there. it straight. Try harder. Come out here. Come on, he's got guts. He's a wrestler. Who else wants to try this? Go get some of the strong guys. Come on, get some strong guys to lift this. You're not strong? We need somebody strong. Get the football table out here. All right, thanks for trying. Like anything in life, when you keep doing it over and over and over, what was difficult and impossible becomes easy. You are. Oh. Come on. Oh, he's strong. He might be able to do it. Why are you going up first? Come on, who's strong? Get some strong men out here. Somebody can do this. Boys, give it a shot. Oh, Mr. Torino, all right. Al Torino. Big, strong guy, he can do it. Oh, perfect music. Come on, from the Jian. Here, from the center. Okay, come on, Forrest, you gonna try? From the Jian. It's a magic trick. Okay. At least you're trying. Where are all these other strong men? Or women? Any strong women? Look, see? He works with the sword, with the spear. It's in the blood. How long can you hold it? Oh, this is the day the son defeats the father. All right, put it down. Put it down. Put it down. Where's the timer? You're timing it? All right, when he's ready, you go. You time it. I don't know. Maybe he can beat me. The spearman. Okay, here we go. Wow, I don't think I can do it. Wise guy. Wise guy. just about out of time. Where's my sword? I want to use a sword. Alright, I'm going to demonstrate an old sequence, old sword sequence. It's very real. Real means real cutting in mind.
on up. Amazing job, everybody. Let's give them a big hand. The Blue Dragon School of Martial Arts, located in Bergenfield, right by the movie theater. Take a bow. You're on Broadway. Thank you, everybody. See our table. If anyone else still wants to challenge for that spear, my son's up for it. Thank you.